Hello guys, so as I've announced on my Instagram, today we will be talking about another NOC that stands for Administrative Officers, and the code is 1221. There are so many job titles under this NOC. I will start reading some of them, but before I start, please don't like to share, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Follow me on Instagram, _Canada, because that is where I post all the updates and everything, because as I've told you, I don't have community tab open on my YouTube yet, because I didn't reach 1,000 subscribers, which is a goal, so we can run some interesting polls and talk, about, new updated information here on YouTube. So let me read all the job titles that are under this NOC. I will read some of them that are, the most common and that I'm getting inquiries about. So, for example, the first one obviously will be administrative officer. Then we have administration officer, administrative analyst. Then we have administrative planning officer, administrative service coordinator, administrative support officer, administrative technician, BAN administrator, bilingual service coordinator, chief invigilator, civil emergency measure officer, coordinator office services, exam proctor, post-secondary institutions, so exam proctors are under administrative officers. Then we have exam supervisor, post-secondary institution, financial aid officer, so usually these are people who work at the universities, financial aid officers, financial assistance coordinator, college or university, forms management officer, freedom of information officer. I never heard about this one. Immigrant investors program coordinator, implementation officer, liaison officer, management planning officer, native BAN administrator, native reserve administrator, non-technical project manager. So you can see there are some managers here. Office administrator, office manager is under administrative officer, NOC 1221. Office civil emergency measures, organization productivity project officer, parking coordinator, preliminary press planner, record analyst, reserve administrator, student aid officer, surplus assets officer, test administrator, testing supervisor, and university admission officer. So make sure, when I leave the link in the description box below, to check all the job titles, because some of them might be yours, and this will help you to decide whether this is your NOC. As I said, this is a category skill B, and it's good for immigration. If you're going for category 0, skill 0A or B are good for immigration. If you are going through temporary foreign worker program, check this video right here that I recorded. So what do administrative officers do? Administrative officers oversee and implement administrative procedures, establish work priorities, conduct analysis of administrative operations, and coordinate acquisition of administrative services such as office space, supplies, and security services. So if you're an administrative officer and you're writing the resume, you're not gonna just copy paste from this website that I usually see, resumes are written like this. No, rather you will show Canadian employer what you achieved as administrative officer. So what did you bring to that office, to that space where you're working? Like, what was the XYZ result? So this is what is important to highlight in your resume, okay? So I don't want to receive any more, these poorly written resumes. Then employment requirements. This is the really important part that I want to talk about. So completion of secondary school is usually required. So for category skill B, usually they will require you high school diploma. But here we have a university degree or college diploma in business or public administration may be required. This is required. So may be required. Check this really good. and then check my video about WES and how you can, evaluate your degree and translate it to Canadian system right here, because this will help you, okay? Experience in a senior clerical or executive secretarial position related to office administration is usually required, and project management certification may be required by some employers. So it may be, it's not mandatory. So you can read all this in the link that I will leave in the description box below. And additional information: progression to administrative service management position is possible with experience. Now we are going to the website Trend Analysis, government website, and then we are going to explore a job market for this NOC 1221. Let's see what they will say. So I will type here that I'm looking by occupation, and I will type 1221, and they will give me, many job titles under this NOC that I have just read. So for just this purpose, I will read for office managers, because this is something I was getting a lot lately. So search. So here you get really nice, page, and it says, you can check your wages, you can check prospects, and you can check, requirements and skills. So currently there is 1,338 jobs advertised all over the Canada for this. So you see, they have jobs for you. Don't give up. And then average median wage in Canada is $25 per hour, Canadian dollars per hour. So you can go to wages, and then you can check wage, average wage per province. Obviously, it depends. This is the average wage. If you have more experience, more skills, and etc., it's going to be higher. For example, in Alberta, on the higher side, the page is $44.71 per hour, and then we have in British Columbia, higher side is 37.5. Then, for example, in Northwest Territories, it's 41.38. Then we have in Saskatchewan 39.42. It's on the higher side. But median wage all over the Canada, is $25 per hour. And then you can check prospects. This is really nice, because they did the job prospect in the next 3 years. So they will tell you per province whether you have a fair or good chance. So we have good chance in New Brunswick, and then in Nunavut, and then in Quebec, and in Saskatchewan it's a 3-star. So you can also read about labor market conditions over the next years, and then detailed analysis. It's really useful, the Canadian government, what they are doing on this website. They are updating the information. So I really encourage you to check. As you've seen, there are 1,338 jobs advertised currently for office manager, just for the title office manager. We didn't mention another titles under this category. For that, you will have to go back and check the job title you are really interested in. So hopefully this video helped you, and it gave you a little bit of glimpse in this job occupation. I will leave both links in the description box below, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye!